Hello and welcome everyone to Rob's Messy Shop here today on Sunday, April 7th, 2019. Today is a special day, firstly because I'm going to provide content for you, my subscribers, and anyone else who's watching. It's also special because you may have been wondering where I was since the last video. The last video in which we repaired the ground on the passenger side turn signal on the three-wheeler right here. That guy. That was good times. And what have I been doing, you might wonder, over the last year since that video? And the answer is right there. I present to you the Jag Special 1 year in on the project, and with about 2 more to go, I figure. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. What I'm here to talk about today is because today is a special day. Today is April 7th, 2019. And exactly 1 year ago today, on April 7th, 2018, that thing came home. That is a 1985 Jaguar Xj6 that is going to be the donor, or I should say, back then in 2018 it was going to be the donor, but now it is the donor for the Jag Special. And I thought what I would do is edit together the video that I took a year ago and give you an idea of what it was like to bring that thing home from Western Massachusetts. I want to show you one thing in particular that made it especially exciting. Come on. It has no floors. So, yeah. And I drove it home like that. So, let's all travel back in time to April 7th, 2018. And follow the ride where the Jag comes home. Here we are out in Indian Orchard in Western Mass, and I'm going to embark on my very own roadkill adventure in that thing right there, a 1985 Jag Xj6 that's going to come home with me and get some heavy work on it is what's going to happen over the course of the next several months or a year. Yeah, so score roadkill. We've made it. I don't know how far. 7 miles, 6 miles so far. To put air in the back tires, which are incredibly low. The one on the passenger side leaks. But we're on the way home, so let's fire this thing up and hit the road. Okay, we're bombing along Route 20. Pam's up ahead. So far this thing's running pretty good. I mean, it's smooth. It's actually smoother than the HHR. The brakes work. The voltmeter works. The engine, the water temperature gauge works. The gas gauge does not. The oil pressure gauge does not. The speedometer works. The trip odometer seems to work. There's a whole big blast of hot air blowing on my legs from the hole in the floor where the road's going by. Yeah, check out the hole over there on the passenger floorboards. Yeah. This thing is badass. I'm in love. See you at the next stop. Well, we've made it to Ware, to an ice cream shop that Janine's Frosty that Pam wanted to go to, and it's running okay. It's not leaking anything on the ground when it sits. The tires are all holding air. The brake lights do work, which is awesome. I mean, you step away from it, it doesn't look too bad. But if you get up close, you can just see that it's got a whole bunch of rust. So anyway, it's time to fire it up and continue the trip homeward. Next stop. We're just trucking along on Route 9. We stopped for ice cream. Uh-oh, here he is again. When I said here he is again, I was talking about a state police car that we went by in downtown some little town, I don't know, not where, but I don't know, East Brookfield, I guess. And he pulled out behind me, so we pulled into another ice cream place, let him go by, and then he was just kind of sitting there, and I thought, oh no, he's waiting for me, because, you know, old Jag. But Pam reminded me that the police don't know that this thing is, you know, just bought and has plates attached. I mean, I've got all the usual stuff. I got my registration with me. I have the title. So, and you have a day or two to get the registration done. So I should be good. But it does not have an inspection sticker. So a policeman might view that somewhat askance and pull this car over, and then who knows what might transpire. But I don't see him back there, so I guess he was just sitting. That's why I dropped the phone. Can't be taking video when you go past the police, if you know what I mean. So at any rate, we're continuing on this ride. It's running good. I was able to move the floor wood over, so I'm not getting a giant blast of hot air through the floor, through that giant hole in the driver's floor. Oh look, it's another Jag. Well, I'm sure his doesn't have giant holes in the floor. Like that one over there! At any rate, we're, according to the data center, we're 31 miles into the drive home, and everything's running good. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see you when we get there. And so, here we are, the last little stretch of pavement, getting home, crossing Route 20. Made it, except for that freaked out moment where the battery shorted out and shut the car off. That was exciting. Unfortunately, because I'm not a professional at roadkill, I didn't videograph that. But yeah, apparently I'm going to make it home. The other thing that I just realized is I don't have my wallet with me. So I've done this entire adventure without my driver's license. So yay! Yay for taking risks. Yep, here we are. That last little stretch of scarified pavement. And dude, yes, I'm driving home in the Jag. Turn on the non-functional turn signals and follow Pam into the street. And welcome to your new home, Jaguar. Oh, it's a trifle bright. Right on. Here we are. We made it. Yay! Look at that, will ya? We made it! We made it!
Build another car, and
ta-da! The donor. Oh, I want to say, I don't have my wallet with me, so I've done the whole thing without my driver's license.
holy shit.
I know, right? Score! Oh well, I gotta go in and then I gotta put the plates back on the HHR and close up the windows and yeah, groovy, man. We did it. Road killed at home. This the lovely Xj6 dual overhead cam 6-banger. When the guy popped the hood, I actually laughed and I said, "Oh my God, that's a beautiful engine." He thought I was joking because it's messy, but it's not. It's lovely. It's so very period and so very awesome. Oh goody, it's got a distributor. It's got that. The possibility exists that this thing is not going to remain fuel injected. We don't know. Oh, this is what happened. Notice my bungee cord fix. The battery had slid forward, and you can see right there those little spark marks, those little scars. Those are welding scars. Yeah, the battery welded itself to this thing right here as it slid forward, which shut the car off right by Worcester Polytechnic Institute. So that was exciting. But then I separated its little weldment, and it started back up. So yeah. These are some of the faults this car has. Yeah. Hello under there. No passenger floor. Not even a little bit. Don't sit here. It's got multiple bubbles of rust all around the windows. It's got bubbles of rust. It's rusted out inside there. It's rusted out inside there. It's bubbling right here. This is bad. The fenders are kind of yeah, it's rusted out right here. But it's got a solid engine. I have to say, it's got a solid drivetrain. This thing just trucked right home without any problems whatsoever. So yeah, I'm happy about that. You know, the engine will get a. I am going to go. It's leaking oil from the cam covers, but you know, that's a thing. That's not too hard to fix. I don't know whether I want to open it up and go through it because it doesn't burn a drop of oil. And it ran solidly, so I think maybe just leave the engine together, you know, clean up some, you know, seal it up a bit so it doesn't leak, and then take a look at the transmission. I don't know what kind of transmission this is. I don't know. ZF? I don't think it's, I don't know. I have to figure that out. I got to get it up on the jacks and take a look underneath. But yeah, there it is. The Jag. Yay.